Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Just keep in mind, it is a general reading. See what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes, in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself, the divine inner guidance, it's in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with what's the vibe? Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective, overall vibration and movement of energy to be helpful. Please and thank you. Intimacy. This is beautiful. It's not even like super sexy and sassy. It's like sweet and simple. So maybe this is just about being close to someone. It could be intimate conversations as well. I feel like this is somebody's energy desiring to be really close to you, or maybe finally coming in closer, opening up in a new way. It's somebody where there's mutual respect. It's also equal give and take, reciprocity. It's feeling like you are in union with someone and feeling close, but I'm not just getting physically, even though it's intimacy. I'm getting that it's deeper than that. I feel like somebody wants to help somebody else, or like they come in at just the right time, or there's an offer for something. I feel like this girl was cold and he's like, oh, you can have my blanket, and then, you know, now come closer. I feel like it's really sweet energy. Let's get another message and then we will clarify everything, maybe with different oracle cards, and then jump into the tarot. Clarity on intimacy. I feel like for some of you, you are already intimate with somebody, but there is a new closeness that comes in. I feel like this has no time. Like I feel like here, there's no phone. I feel like something is on silent. So maybe it's about an intimate moment together, whether that's a few hours, a weekend, a vacation. I feel like somebody wants to just shut off the outside world and be alone together with these two cards together. But it could also be that somebody, in order, I'm getting, even with this intimacy energy, I am getting for some of you, it's not that somebody's not into you, they're just really tired. I feel like for some of you, maybe don't take something personal. If somebody has a lot going on in their life, or, you know, all these projects or things that they are dealing with, I feel like somebody just kind of feels drained and needs to just take a little space, a little naparoo, a day off, unplug their phone, have nothing to, I'm getting having nothing to do, no chores, like no plans, just get to maybe sleep in, relax, and that battery will be restored for them to really dive back on into something with you soon. But if that's you that needs to recharge, I feel like I see a little, like a text. So maybe if there's somebody who you're really close to and you just don't have time right now, but it's not personal, maybe it's just sending a 3-second text. Say, I'm taking a little breather. I have to take a nap. I am running on empty and everything is cool and all. I will call you as soon as I can. I feel like that might create a lot less stress in somebody else's life, especially if they care about you and they're worried about you and they just don't know that you're running on empty or need like a little space right now. I feel like that could make things very clear and help somebody else. I hope that made sense. But it is having time to clear your mind, to let something go. But I am getting for the biggest group here that this intimacy and this recharging actually happens with somebody else. Like somebody does a little reboot together, and that like puts a little pep in the step in the next day, if you know what I mean. So okay, let's go to something different. Let's do now I'm not sure what to do. I mean, those cards could have been anything. Let's do this one, the Heart's Hidden Desires, and just get another message to clarify intimacy and recharge. Breathe, let go, clear your mind, closeness, unity, and mutual respect. Another message, please, and thank you. Open heart. You're getting really nice energies today. I mean, there is somebody who needs a recharge. You need to plug yourself back in, have a little space. But I do see somebody's, their heart was kind of hard. Was that a song? Is that QUARTERFLASH? Gonna harden my heart. I'm gonna swallow my tears. I always used to notice that when I was little. She doesn't say tears. Tears. I don't know why that just came through. I just remembered like thinking about that that word over and over. So maybe somebody had a hard heart before. Maybe somebody new is coming in where they are, you know, vulnerable, maybe to just you. But I do feel like somebody is maybe different with you than maybe past relationships or other people even in their life. This is someone who has an open heart, or they are opening up their heart. Maybe they're getting more intimate about their feelings. It could also be that this love coming through is what is recharging energetically, spiritually, maybe sexually as well. I feel like it is sassy energy here too. But I feel like it's very comfortable. It's also having empathy and feeling vulnerable, but somebody who is maybe not receptive before is being receptive now. And that could be you too. Maybe the right person comes through and you just know you can open up. If that is somebody not in the picture yet, you're going to recognize how when you are around this person in particular that you don't feel drained. You actually feel uplifted. You feel like this person gives you more energy, not depletes you. I'm even getting, if you're really, really tired, you'll still sort of make space and make room for this person. But then I see you passing out and falling asleep because some of you are really tired. But I still feel like that's pretty special. I actually see somebody spooning. And then I see somebody's head on somebody else's either lap or chest. So let's go to the telepathy oracle cards and get you guys a message. Clarity on open heart, recharge, and intimacy. Please and thank you. Oh, Rose. Oh, wow. Well, maybe it's leading to marriage. Maybe some of you are already married. This is giving you a little insight on maybe, you know, somebody needing a little recharge-a-roo, or the patience until they are ready, or that's you. But this is something that's not just sexy time. This is a marriage of souls. So I feel like for some of you, this is a soul contract. You were supposed to meet a certain person maybe at just the right time. And maybe for some of you, it feels like it's like kind of the wrong time, but that right person, that right soul. Maybe it's to help you move into a new cycle or have a different kind of partnership than you ever had in the past. This is a marriage of souls, and it's the union of divine opponents. I feel like this is definitely somebody who keeps you on your toes. I am getting that this is somebody, even if they're opposite energy, you know, they are just as strong as you, or maybe they've gone through some pretty like tough things in their life, or I hear courage. They needed courage to maybe make some big changes, or it took courage to open their heart. But I feel like there's a lot of strength here. Like I see I see the strength card in my mind. Maybe you're strong alone, but you're like a force together. Let's see. So it's yin yang, masculine, feminine. But that's not a gender thing. And I feel like you guys swap. I hope that made sense. So maybe like one of you is super strong in your career, or, you know, something you do in the day, but then you come home and you really tap into that feminine energy. But then I feel like maybe the next day it's different. Like I feel like both of you recognize when to have that allowance and like take care of something and nurture something, and when you need to like take charge of something and pursue something. I'm not getting that it's the one and the other one all of the time. I am getting a mix and match back and forth, but that it's still kind of beautifully balanced. I hope that made sense, but that feels really, I hear fun, but it feels exciting. It feels really nice. Maybe you were always with someone where you felt like you were the more powerful one, or you always had to carry, you know, the strength. Or maybe you were the opposite and you felt like somebody else sort of always had to take charge or handle something. I feel like something has come through, or a person has come through where they have encouraged you to be the opposite than you maybe normally are. And I feel like you're like shining at it. I feel like maybe you didn't believe you could do something. Like be so sensitive if you were so strong, or be so like in charge and powerful with something. Like I just see someone like owning it, and maybe you were sort of, I hear demure, or maybe just kind of gentle before. I hope that made sense. Let's get one more, since I started to auto shuffle this deck. That usually means another message needs to come out. What else would be helpful for the collective, please and thank you? Past life. Wow. So, wow. So this is not just a person that you maybe feel close to now, or you'll feel close to right away, that recharges your energy, where you feel like this is a destiny of you to be together. I'm not getting that this is a sign the paper kind of marriage for all of you. I feel like it is just a felt, known thing in your souls that maybe you have been married before. There's a difference in this connection than anyone else. We reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. So I am getting there is a very special union here, but this could be soulmates in other forms as well. Soulmates can be somebody that pops into your life out of nowhere but sparks change, someone who stays for a period of time for you to grow or learn a lesson, or somebody who's there for the long haul. But it's usually to help you you know, be the catalyst, be that opposite energy and or the support for some kind of growth in your souls. So I am getting for some of you, if you had a connection which never, I don't know why I actually see someone like, I am definitely getting that this is some kind, I mean, maybe it could have been in the past, but I am getting past life energy big time here. And that doesn't always come through, but I actually see somebody like standing on the shore. I just thought of Standing on the Shore by Empire of the Sun. But I feel like somebody was engaged. And I'm almost getting like somebody had to go away on a trip. Or, I mean, if this was like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, maybe go off to war or something like that and like never returned. I feel like that is like maybe a past, and I'm getting that this is past life, just so you guys know, and that was never healed. I'm getting that there is a chance for somebody, if there was a situation where it just didn't get to happen, but it was still meant to be, from whatever circumstances that is. That was just one example. I just feel like somebody was waiting, or something, you know, never got off the ground. Or maybe it was more like a, you know, families didn't agree and somebody wasn't allowed to marry the person that they were truly in love with. Because of I mean, there is energies in the past. Our times have changed now, where we, especially as women, the feminine energy has more chances than we used to. You know, a long time ago, you couldn't own a business. You had to rely on a masculine energy or someone to take care of you. So I do feel like there is a chance that maybe that's why I keep seeing powerful person. So maybe this is a chance where both of you can feel like you can be in a position of power within your life or what you're doing. I do see somebody owning a business. Maybe it's even a business that your family doesn't agree with. It doesn't have to be a gender thing. I feel like somebody is sort of doing something different, coloring outside the lines, maybe even moving to a totally different country. Or I'm getting that somebody is unusual in a country and bringing something from their particular background to a specific neighborhood or something like that. I don't know why I see like a market that's from a certain country, but somewhere different. I'm getting so many different energies today. I hope this reading is helpful for you guys. But coming back to center, I see there is a chance now, with whatever happened in the past, whatever hurt, whatever cycle never got to, you know, be completed. I'm getting that something is coming in here to get grounded in this life, to give you and someone else the chance to get to do something you didn't get to do before, to make something real. And I feel like you feel it on a soul level. And that's giving me big goosies, guys. I hope whatever, it just went back down my legs. I hope whatever I said, sometimes these readings, I'm in the flow and you know, the messages come through. But I trust that that was helpful. And I don't think it was for just like a few of you. I think it's a big portion of you. You're getting the chance to really heal something, to get to do something that I feel like your soul has longed for maybe many lives. But I feel like now, this life, our time period, what we get to do is when something can really, I mean, not just merge together, but I feel like something can really take off like a rocket. Something can become better than it ever could have in different times. Whew, I didn't expect that. So that being said, let's go to something I haven't brought out in a long time. This is the Indigo Angel Oracle. Let's just see what comes through. Clarity for the collective on past life, marriage, intimacy. Show you all these cards again. These are beautiful cards. And then these three. Let's get one. Indigo. Angel message, please and thank you. You are understood. This is really beautiful. I love that there's a unicorn coming through for you guys. I love the energy and the symbolism of the unicorn. Because it's of this earth, but it's still sort of a magical animal. And the energy of the unicorn is the unicorn appears to those who are truly pure of heart, purity of soul. So it does look like they're even in the same position. And you are understood. If you didn't feel understood by past partnerships, by everyone around you, you always felt like you were maybe the oddball out or didn't quite fit in. I feel like you are going to be understood deeply by the right person. And I feel like that person is going to maybe help you have the strength, or, you know, just the have your back, got you kind of energy, where that confidence and that difference in your frequency is going to then attract the right people who will also understand you and understand you and accept you and love you. And if they don't, they're not the right energies to be around. And if you don't have a frequency match to those energies, it's because there's somewhere else where you're going to just match. It's going to be easy. It's going to feel right. It's going to open your heart. It's going to feel real, and it's going to feel magical. That is such a loud cricket. It almost makes me think it might be in the house, but I think it's outside the window. So let's continue. Let's do, I want to do one like bigger message. I like these spirit messages. They always like to bring out something kind of deep. And then let's dive on into the tarot and get a little picture of energy to help you guys. Ooh, that one fell. I didn't even really shuffle. So let's take it. Glasses. Every time. These are the tiny. Ooh, these are bad. This is an interesting reading today, guys. It's like you're just like hanging out with me in my living room here. And Rose is just sleeping by me. You're still pretty dirty. If you find yourself, wow. If you find yourself, this is a powerful one. If you find yourself stuck in a situation where you are unhappy with, ask yourself, I'm going to start again. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself why you are still there. Is it fear of the unknown? This is where you leave any situation that was toxic, where it was unhealthy, where it was constantly draining your energy, or like impending or like invading on your potential to blossom and grow, to get stronger. Because leaving toxic situations or people could be the best thing you could do for your soul and your spirit. Be fierce. I did see that powerful energy. So I feel like some of you are like upping your game, taking charge of a situation, of your own situation. Maybe you are the one shutting the door. Maybe you are the one growing out of a cycle or away from a certain person or a partnership, or you're just already in that beautiful vibration where as soon as you see there's a position or partner or a person where they are draining you, you don't stick around. You don't repeat a cycle. Maybe you handle it differently. Maybe it's your reaction. Maybe you still do it with grace and purity, but you do it pretty bold, and you do it because you believe in yourself and you know what's best for you. So for some of you, maybe you never questioned. You got used to something that was maybe not comfortable. You were comfortable in the uncomfortable zone. But I feel like for most of you, that's also somebody else's energy. But if you are merging here, maybe it's both of you. And maybe it was the past, or maybe this is where you are right now, and you're the one that breaks the chains. And sometimes that's even situations that were taught. It can be generational, it could be your environment, it could be what you were taught. I feel like somebody is breaking a cycle, being more open-minded, following their open heart, stepping into their personal power, and cutting the ties where they don't belong. Let's get one more. That one did jump, so that was one that needed to come through, but let's get one more. Slow down, take your time, and there's no need to rush. You are already doing your part. Just trust that what belongs in your life already is making its way towards you, and it's happening in divine timing. So if this is not, you know, something that is there, or if this, you know, needed a little space, a little recharge-a-roo or a disconnect for a little bit, the right person will come in the right timing, and there is divine help in a situation so that it comes together correctly, truly, deeply, so you can ground it. And something, I'm just getting that it'll work this time, but I don't think that's a repeat pattern for all of you. I feel like this is just going to feel like it's something really special. And I'm getting that you are going to feel almost like a different person. That's really big. Let's go to the tarot. This is just the standard. It's the Rider-Waite, but it's a really pretty deck. This was a gift by a friend. So thank you. I really like this deck. It's called the Vintage Tarot Deck, and it's by Dark Forest. And like I said, it's just like the traditional Rider-Waite, but I kind of like that it looks old. It does look vintage. Let's get the picture of energy. Clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. What would be helpful? That somebody felt left out in the cold, or that was you or someone else not feeling understood in the past. But when the Five of Pentacles comes in, you can insist on staying out there in the snow, or you can knock on that window. This could be an energy where something took a slump financially, where, you know, maybe there was a big season and then things got slow. So it could be that you prepare for this different for the future, so you're not feeling left out in the cold. But usually this is how somebody feels energetically in their environment. But all you have to do is change your focus. Recognize there is help there. If that church window or that door is locked or there's nobody home, then it's turning that cycle around and trying it somewhere else where you don't always feel left out in the cold. But it looks like I am getting that even if there is a weird situation here, there's somebody willing to be out there in the snow with you. There's somebody here willing to get you through any situation where maybe you just felt alone before. I feel like there is somebody here supporting you. Upside down, it's where you decide you don't have to be out there in the snow with no shoes on. You can just change your focus and be the one who reaches out to find where there is help. Clarity on clarity on the Five of Pentacles, please. Ooh, somebody not only felt left out in the cold, but there's someone here that's really in their head, in anxiety. Maybe that's why somebody needs to recharge. It could also be if there was something really important that you really feel on a soul level and even intimately, but there was any kind of energy that needed to take a pause-a-roo, clearing their mind. This is where your mind is not clear. It's worry, it's anxiety. It's where sleep is interrupted. It doesn't feel like a warm, comfortable bed. It feels like you keep waking up in nightmare land. Or there's something that happened in the day. It could even be financially or something like that, trying to figure something out, and somebody's just not sleeping. So you wake up groggy, or you're never really feeling like you're recharged because you never really get that beautiful, restful energy at night. I do feel like here is a person you're going to sleep well with. But this energy can come from any situation. It can come from being worried about a partnership. It can be worried about changes. It can be worried about a stupid situation that happened in the day that wasn't even that big a deal, but it sneaks up on you at night and you start thinking about something over and over and over and over and over in scenario land. And it's getting so overwhelmed in your mind that therefore it starts to put stress on your body. I still see this as not quite sleeping right upside down, but I feel like it's the opposite. It's maybe thinking about a super sassy time or an amazing time or possible dreams, fantasies. How could this happen? How do you make something work? I still feel like that's a beautiful energy you're thinking about, but it's still affecting your sleep. So let's get some clarity. I don't know if this is your energy, past energy, or somebody else. But I would definitely say that somebody needs a little breakaroo to recharge. It's funny, I saw before that person giving her a blanket. I feel like here, this is where somebody's going to offer that, where somebody felt a little bit cold, but that could be like a cold heart. And that warm blanket is going to make a big difference. Clarity on the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, please and thank you. What this is about. So it looks like you are going, it might be about work, it might be about finances that somebody is stressed about. It could also be somebody is stressed about how to leave a situation where they always felt like they were left out of projects, or maybe there was no room for growth, expansion. You know, if you always felt like here you're doing a job but you don't really like it and you're just plateaued and you can't really even think about what it'll, you know, do for you in the future, maybe that's one of those toxic sort of situations that you are meant to cut because there's something better for you. Because with the Three of Pentacles, this is you working on a project you really love. This is you around people where you build together, and each other's differences are what make it better. Where you have different skills, different backgrounds, different educations, different personalities, different something that you can all put together and put all your ideas out on the table, or put your energy in different facets, and you build this beautiful cathedral. One has the plans, one has the hammer, one has the map. You know, there's somebody up there like looking at the details. Upside down, that is any environment where you are putting your everyday time in and you're not recognized or valued for what you can give, for what you can do, for how you can grow. It's like you have a skill at work and you're never even asked to be on that project. And it's always feeling slighted, like you don't have the chance to even, you know, give it your all because you're always sort of like stopped before you could, I'm getting like kind of like prove yourself. But for some of you, this energy here could just be a stressful situation in your day. It could also be that for some of you, it's a different stressful situation here, and it's very easy to get up, go to work, be busy, you know, do what you have to do. And if you're not addressing something that needs to be changed, you know, a cycle that is long overdue to be done, then that's what's going to keep on sneaking up at night. because it's your soul letting you know there has to be a change somewhere. Your soul is what's going to be cold feeling every day because you're not on the right path of where you're supposed to be. Or it could be, you know, I'm just getting that some of you, this is somebody not addressing some changes that need to happen, and they're going to work pretty easy, even though they need a break here. But if they're not addressing changes that need to happen, it is going to keep sneaking up at night or when they're, you know, trying to take a break. Clarity on the 3 of Pentacles. The 9 of Swords. But if this is the right work environment or project you're working on or person you are working with, it's that energy where you sort of wake up with a pep in your step. You wake up excited that you get to do that thing that day. You get to be with that person that day. Even if it's a difficult day, it still feels like a blessing, not a hassle. Clarity on 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. What is one to bridge all these? Ooh, someone's going to come in fast and sassy and quick and full of fire and with a lot of confidence. I am getting that here. It's just like almost being knocked down and not trying to get up as fast as you could. The sun is going to come through and your confidence is going to come back. Maybe confidence in a person, confidence in yourself. This could be someone that comes in really sassy, maybe hot and heavy. That definitely would be the energy of somebody that would recharge your battery, plug you back in, and put a pep in your step for whatever project or thing you had to do and work on the next day. Maybe even make you a little bit tired, but we'll look at that both ways. It's a fiery personality. It's somebody who is very quick, super confident, very adventurous, usually pretty spontaneous. But it's just a night they're not coming in with that king's energy. So it could be that something has to start passionately, creatively, enthusiastically, but it's how to continue that, how to keep things sparked, how to keep things interesting, how to keep that attention span going on and on. Upside down, this is in and out, someone who's all in. You're like, where'd they go? The person like loses attention too fast and gets into something else or someone else, and they don't have follow through. They're really exciting when they're there, but then there's an emptiness and a confusion and a coldness when that person just ghosts or goes away. It's like they gave you all that fire and then they didn't even, you know, they just put it out and left. But I really like this night upright because it's someone you really have fun with. It's a really fun night. It's just, how can it be more than one night? Not, you know, like how can that, you know, night be like full of fire? Maybe this night is also learning to put in some real hard work. It looks like whatever is happening when the sun comes through in a reading for me, this blows every other energy away. You know, this is just a personality facet or, you know, trait in you or in someone else to have awareness of. We all have many different personalities. This can be like sleepless nights, but it could also be the end of this once there is a recharging or rebooting or renewal or the right person with the right blanket or the right support. So it's not just in someone's head. So they have that communication back and forth to know they're okay. It's gonna be okay. Someone to work it out with. And that could just be a friend too. But if there was any cold situation, the sun's going to come through and shine a light, show the truth. This is feeling amazing. The sun is happiness. You know, happiness squared. Happiness times a million. It's feeling like the real you. Upside down, still amazing. It's just a cloudy day. That sun's still there. It's still piercing its light through those clouds, through the rain. Even if it's dark, that sun is always guaranteed to come back. The sun will always follow through. It's never going to decide one day to not be there. But sometimes it is different seasons. Sometimes it's cold and snowy. So this is where you have complete clarity now, or somebody else has complete clarity. It's where you wake up. It's that energy like, woo, pep in your step. Time to get up. Get to do this today. Get to be with that person today. Gotta try this today. Gonna do something different. It's that wide-eyed wonder that a child has. To discover something, to try something, to get to live and flourish and thrive today. What can you do today that can make today wonderful? Something small? Something big? Maybe it's planning for tomorrow. I totally just thought of Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. It always makes me think of the Bob Marley song too. Sun is shining. The weather is sweet. Make you want to move your dancing feet. Yeah. To the rescue. Here I am. Want you to know all, then you'll understand. I think I got those words kind of right. And it's recognizing big opportunities when they're there. All of those sunflowers know how to follow that sun. Let that sun shine its beautiful light on you. This is feeling, you know, this person is completely in their birthday suit on that horse. Is the horse, maybe your horse is becoming that unicorn. Instead of kneeling here, you decided to get on that there without your saddle or anything. You didn't even bother to put clothes on. You're just like, let's go. But that energy of being in the birthday suit is where you feel like yourself. You feel vulnerable, but you feel like your truth. It's also feeling young and vibrant. The sun. So let's get one more just to sum this up. Do I have a summy kind of card? I don't know. I do. I have the raise your vibration. So let's get one message to sum this reading up. I hope that this reading was helpful for you guys. I feel like very different messages came through today for you guys. So let's get one more. Ooh, that one jumped. We got a lot of jumpers today too. Yeah, this one likes to come out for you guys. This is beautiful. This is that spiritual alignment card. It's spiritual alignment. Puts my manifestation into motion, into action. When you're at that right vibration, you're going to vibrate in the way where the right people are going to come in. It does say that there is something happening in divine timing. It's already either energetically changing or